Welcome to Celebrate Aging. And I have the wonderful opportunity this morning to be with some lovely ladies who are going to share how they are celebrating good health and getting around safely and well here at the Madison, which is an apartment building connected to Emmanuel Community. Then on my right, I have to remember what hand this is. It's Edna. And Edna has been at the Madison since February. And this is Martha, who is a charter member of the Madison. She said she was the very first one here in an apartment, stayed in this big old building all by herself the very first night.
Big new building.
Big new building. I know I said old. I have to change my words. So Edna and Martha are here today to talk with us and with Carrie, who is it a physical therapist? And we're going to talk about good things that can happen when you get to use therapy, and it helps.
It helps, right?
It helps.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Edna?
Yep. Carrie's really helped me, I know. With my walking, and then with my wrist, my arm.
Okay. So you've had double duty with Carrie.
Yes.
Well, Carrie, first, I'm going to ask Carrie. Carrie's going to share with how does someone know to come to you? And then how do you know that you can help them? And do you do it right here? Or do they have to go in a car to find you? Or why don't you explain a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, we actually have home health therapy services here at Emmanuel. And so we go into the patient's home to provide the therapy. We have both physical and occupational therapy. So the therapy is always ordered by the physician, and it can happen in a couple of different ways, either just from the patient visiting their doctor and talking about therapy, or if the nursing staff here in the building or the home health nursing staff finds that the patient is having some problems that therapy could help, then they will call the doctor and get the order. If you are having problems in your home, or if you live in an assisted living, wherever you live, if you're having problems with mobility or pain, doing your activities of daily living, then just know that these services are available. Even if you can't leave your home, we can come into your home and provide therapy. You just need to call and talk with your doctor about it, and he can order the therapy services.
Okay, so you said mobility and pain are two, of course, and because all of this leads to safety, right?
Exactly. Our goal is always for the clients to be safe in their own homes. We can work on strengthening, we can work on balance, we can work on walking. If there are any pain issues, we can address those. Difficulties with showering, getting ready in the morning, getting dressed, cooking, those are occupational therapy issues that they will address. Just things that you do on a daily basis.
So Edna, when you said with your walking and with your wrist, did you go to a doctor, or did someone say, are you having trouble? How did you know you?
Lindy, my granddaughter, got me in here.
So she noticed that you were struggling a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the doctor told, when I had wrist surgery, the doctor told my kids, she can't live alone anymore. I lived alone. They wouldn't let me live there. So.
Okay.
Edna actually fractured her wrist, and so then the doctor did order therapy for her to have. And so then she moved in here, and we came into her home and provided the therapy.
And I noticed you don't even have a brace or anything on your wrist.
No. It's swelled, but they said that'll take quite a while to go down.
Okay, so that's still healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're doing strengthening. Do you still do exercises?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. What Terry taught me.
Everything Carrie taught you. So you're a graduate of the Carrie Academy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so do you feel safer now? Do you feel like you can do for yourself?
I'm much better, yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And that makes your granddaughter feel better, too.
And I haven't done any cooking, though, since I've been here.
Well, what do you think about the food here? Is it okay?
It's good.
Well,
they have good food, don't they, Martha?
Well, now we'll visit. Thank you, Edna. Thank you. And Martha, You were mentioning that you didn't break your wrist or anything, but you have pain in your sciatic nerve. Did I say that right? It's an awfully big term for me. So, Martha, why don't you tell us your story?
Well, I had this a few years ago, and Carrie helped me through that, and I got well. So when I get it again, I mention it to my doctor, and he says, I'll write you up a slip, and you can take it to your therapist. So then I asked for Carrie.
So when you have, just for those who maybe haven't heard of sciatica, I can't believe there's anyone that doesn't, but it's very painful and hinders your movement and your ability to do things.
I have to use a cane because I could lose my balance very easily. It catches quickly, and kind of throws you off balance.
Have you ever fallen?
No, I have never fallen.
Well, that's good.
Thank God.
You don't have to do that.
No.
Yeah. So, Carrie, how do you help somebody with like a sciatic problem?
When I saw Martha, we did some ultrasound to help with the pain, and then I also did some work in her soft tissues, kind of some massaging techniques, and then got her going on an exercise program, which she eventually was independent with and could do on her own, and she still works on them, and that's why she's done well.
Well, thank you.
And Martha also had a hospitalization where she was ill and was in the hospital for a few days, and then that was another reason that we came in to see her. When she came home, she was a little bit weaker, a little bit harder getting around, so we came in and worked with her on her balance and her strength, and then got her back to where she had been before.
So now they both, Edna and Martha, can live safely in their apartments, and you know that if anything ever comes up again, that you just visit with your doctor, and that there is a therapy department that's available and that can help you.
Yes.
Well, I think that's a very happy thing. Carrie, what else? You said when people are in the hospital and then they come home, I know that people are weak and kind of shaky. So what would be like a strengthening therapy you would do for them? Give me an example.
That happens a lot, where a lot of our clients are patients who have just returned home from the hospital, and they're just a little bit weaker than usual. Maybe their balance is a little more off because of their illness. And so we come in and assess how they're getting around, walking, getting up and down from chairs, getting up and down from bed, and usually just some strengthening. We'll do work on strengthening both their arms and their legs, and then work on balance and making sure that they're walking and getting around their home safely. We really focus on safety. That's our goal.
Good.
Is that the patient will be moving around and doing their activities of daily living in a safe manner.
Well, Martha, would you recommend therapy to people who are maybe struggling?
I certainly would.
Because it does give you your independence, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does. I'm even outgrown my cane now. I don't need to go with my cane.
Wow. Wow. So you would recommend it too, right?
Yes. I go with a walker, though.
Okay. So you use your walker. Well, that's good. It's another safety issue. Makes you
Because
feel
my
secure.
balance isn't the best.
And that's something we worked on in therapy. Is I taught Edna how to use her walker, and that's something else that we can work on in therapy. If you need an assistive device, then we can teach you how to do that.
And now, Carrie, you work with, is it Purim?
Purim Home Health.
Purim
We
Home
have
Health.
an office here at Emmanuel.
And they have an office here at Emmanuel. So if you have any questions about therapy, if you have concerns about you don't feel as strong, or maybe you're a little shaky and you're worried about falling, or maybe you have a family member that you're concerned about, please feel free to call us here at Emmanuel, because we're celebrating aging. We want you to be safe and well and as strong as you can be. So please remember that we are here for you, and we want you to have a very good day.